Hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome back to some more Creeper World. I made a world, blah, and how do we even... There, that's the play button. It's so small. It's so small. Okay, so where are we, what are we doing, and where is the... Okay, I think I start on this tiny little island. Oh, okay, so the bridge is not connected. That kind of helps. It's still kind of a scuffed setup. If I was really bold, I'd actually go for here. But I don't know if I could manage it, just because of this mess. I'm pretty sure if I set up here, I get wrecked. This is at least remotely safe. It's actually quite safe looking. And so I think my best option is just to take this island and then jump the gap and get over here, because we got some green art that we can work with. I've just been... I mean, we played Creeper Worlds, what, couple weeks ago? Let's see, a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago? I have lost all sense of time. I've actually been really jonesing for more. I don't know, this is just one of those games that, like, I cannot get enough of. And so I'm kind of hoping we get either, like, an expansion to this at some point, or a Creeper World 5? I'm honestly up for either. It doesn't really bug me one way or another. Let's see, when we need the green art to jump the gap? Not necessarily. No. You don't need green art to jump the gap. It's just much harder to do it. But I also do have green art right there. Okay. How's our usage? Still kind of iffy. But the grid must be... well, kind of. At this point, the grid is lost. I did my best. Okay. But yeah, this has every resource I could possibly need. It just doesn't have urns. I'm gonna skip any kind of traditional defense initially. We're just going to get some snipers down. Because my main goal is just to get access to this area out here. And we're gonna probably have to push in this direction, but we don't want anything to be able to sneak up on me. Oh. Because that would be iffy. Okay, can I hook this up? Yeah, I apparently didn't actually set this up proper. Which is fine. Now the neat and kind of weird spot is I actually have this area here. I could potentially use it to take out this blob nest. Maybe. Oh, this music is maybe too otherworldly for the moment. Kind of cold in my office today. And for whatever reason, it is just making me, it's kind of like ASMR, but it's not really ASMR. I mean, I guess it is kind of ASMR. Just the tingling feeling in the back of your neck. Okay. Our deficit's still pretty bad, but if I can get these set up well before any of these start popping, then we at least have a somewhat ironclad defense and don't have to worry about anything getting in. And then we can actually start caring about all the other bits, like trying to get in here. I could have actually set up over here. It would have been a lot more hectic, though. So let's do it. Because yeah, this little corner is... it's getting flooded, but it's not getting flooded fast. What I'm going to do is just use a porter and try and carve out a spot up top. Because if I can just hold this spot up top here, then I can just start pushing in, and that's better than trying to do some kind of creeper wave. Okay. Now the other thing is, I do have... oh. We can build sweepers and berthas on this map. Sick. And I should be able to build an M-Rift, yeah? Yeah. We're gonna start building an M-Rift. And once the other M-Rift is done, we'll set up this one as well. So what are sweepers again? Oh, that's what sweepers are. Start working on that, but yeah, having sweepers is real handy. Okay. I'm just gonna start setting that up. I don't think I'm gonna bother with, oh boy. You know, I built all those snipers? That was the right choice. Okay, let's just set that up. Let's see, Earn Portal. We want to do energy collection. Okay, probably shouldn't have built both of these mortars, but it's probably fine. I know sweepers need a lot of green R. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a time. We might want to just build some platforms out. They're kind of expensive, but I can... Ooh. That amount of spillage, though. Oh. Here's the other issue. Okay. I didn't think about it, because I'm a dang fool. Yeah, there that goes. Dang it. You soft-locked yourself hardly. It just means this is going to get so much slower. Let's see. Oh. That's why this ain't getting built. Okay. Oof. Okay. I might have to restart this one. I was not expecting them to be able to flood the way they did. But... yeah, Void Eggs is a nasty strat. And it's hard for me to work with. Because it's hard to predict sometimes. Okay, so let's restart this one. Yeah, if they weren't just void egging me that effectively. So here's the question, do we want to try and take this instead? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. The main issue is we get a bunch of mines, but we'd have troubles otherwise. I think my starting location was correct. The main issue was I needed to put snipers on that side, and didn't. Ow. No. The grid. There we go. That should work. That should work better. Let us see. Oh, it's control. Control hard locks it. Okay, let's extend this a smidge. I'm too used to shift. Shift being the way you do things, but alas, that's not how it works here. Okay, so I'm actually gonna say, I think this island here is a little bit more important than I thought. So I'm gonna build that up. And we're still gonna want the snipers kind of covering this area. But I think these spots on the edge here are going to have to be mortars. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best I got for the moment. Okay, so next order of business, we want the urn portal. And we want the porter with 2 cannons. Unfortunately, I'm barely generating any power here, which is a bit of an issue. Urn portal, energy collection. Okay, how long do we have? A minute and a half. Because, yeah, once again, if I can take this area, at least we can kind of do something with it. Ish. I think I'm just going to put their backs to the wall. I was bold earlier, but I think this time around I'm going to give them nothing but the bare minimum needed. Okay. I think this has to be a sniper. Okay, let's finish those snipers first, because probably going to be the most valuable. And then, yeah, power-wise, we are going to have so much trouble. Then again, much of it is being put into building in the moment. And once these are all done and built, maybe we won't have to worry about it. Okay, other sniper, move it in. I'm more in the grid. Okay, next up, factory. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to be able to take this little island. I don't think it was actually worth it. The egging has begun. Yeah, no kidding. And go figure I got wrecked here previously. Oh, that's mean. Okay, so I guess we can't rely on that. So instead of even setting that up, I'm just gonna cancel route. It's dead. I needed that sniper there earlier to take out those eggs before they reached me. And because I didn't... Oh, come on. Because I didn't, I'm having trouble. Okay, so next up, refinery. And also just some bonus cannons. Oh. I have 8 urns available? Hold up. That changes a smidge. I didn't think about this, but I could very potentially have just a rage sniper hanging out there to protect this island. Oh boy. My missile defenses are bad. I think that should be fine, but yeah, they're going to just be shooting for the void. And it's gonna creep in just enough to be an issue. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to have a number of redundant cannons everywhere. Okay, well, I mean, if I've got 8... Oh. Shoot. Well, that sucks. Okay, fine. I guess be that way. Next order of business, I guess we're just gonna want to get a small quantity of platforms kind of in the area. And mortars. Okay, earn want. Earn want. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, gosh. Oh, I might not even be able to finish this platform. This one might take a bit. I guess I should finish 2 cannons first. I guess I can move this one down as soon as we get there. Because I think the only way I'm going to be able to have any chance here is if I just daisy chain a goofy amount of platforms through space with an egregious amount of guns. Just parked on top of them to make sure nothing can get close. Okay. And yeah, I think we're just going to want to stack as many mortars as we can along these edges. Otherwise, he's potentially going to just kind of mess me up. Let's see. Set that up there. And then we could use another missile launcher as well. I gotta cover every square inch of this, if I can. Okay, next platform. Yeah, we'll just have to daisy chain. Alright. I'm gonna throw us up to ×4 and just hope for the best. On the plus side, they're not getting at me. Yeah, let's make sure we always have a mortar and maybe some missile launchers. We might lose this one. Wait. We have those things on this map? Oh, gosh. We'll rip that platform. Oh, boy. Okay. I think I'm gonna need more snipers. And platform clusters. Okay, do we have enough? Yeah, I have enough that I could make 2 of these. I am just... Oh, yeah, what if we gave this one a missile? Or an urn? I'm gonna boost these up considering the jerks that are attacking this area are causing some issues. And let's have one more here. Okay, cannons. And yeah, snipers and missiles. This area is just gonna have to be intensely over-clustered just for the sake of getting any kind of headway. There we go. Yeah, bombers take a lot of energy and I have none. Yeah, it's dire. That's why I'm not messing around with Liftic too much either. Okay, let's just move a couple of these things over. And cannons. Yeah, if I just jam as many platforms as I can into this network, I think we should be in a good spot. At least in a position where they're going to have intense amounts of trouble getting at me. Okay. And I might as well move the Rage Sniper up next. Because I'm just going to have to make landfall here. I think this is the first time I've ever actually intentionally daisy-chained platforms to this degree. Normally when I do this, I usually don't. Not even close. You know, maybe I'll have 1 or 2, but this one I'm trying to make it ironclad. Oh, thank you, Rage Gunner. Oh, no, don't touch it, don't touch it. Oh, it's so close. Unfortunately, yeah, I've run out of the good green stuff. Sniper, another missile launcher. Okay, rage gun, we move up. I'll have to start extending out a little bit or just spending less green in one go. Luckily, we can start harvesting this stuff almost immediately. How's this area looking? Fine. We got really lucky with the quantity of urns on this map. I think I'd be having an intense amount of time if it wasn't for them. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'd even be able to win. Okay. You know what? I'd like to go faster, but I'm just gonna make a wall because we want to get close to this. And yeah, that thing got within range. A rage sniper. I'll move it up on the next one. Oh, you know, other thing I could do. Special M-Rift. Let's actually have the M-Rift ready. Okay, where is our rage sniper? Only immediate problem is, I don't think it's gonna have the visual range that I need. But whatever. It had some. Okay, next platform. Yeah, if I can get the range gunner in range, actually, we might want to back up. Scoot all the way back here and take this first. I think that's the fastest and easiest way for me to do this. Look at that wall of creep. This is nuts. I really like generating these absolutely unhinged maps that are just, like, too hard. Pride and accomplishment, I guess. Okay, I still have one available. I'm probably going to put it into... I'm going to put it into that. Okay. And I think at this point we can safely just back our way up and kind of park a bunch of these right here. There we go. I mean, they're making a dent, but they're not making much of one. Alright, so what is... yeah. I can put another one up in there. Let's just, kind of mortar this up. And then some missiles. And snipers, just in case they decide to, get stinky. Yeah, we want to aim for this, because this is the area that's going to get filled out the least. The gunner or laser, I'm pretty sure it's just hang timing. It is kind of funny that it's so consistent that you just see, that it's matched its fire rate to the frame rate. And so it just looks like the bullets aren't firing at all. Oh, that's really funny to look at, actually. I love it. Let's see. Let's fill this out. Now here's the wild question. Can you put an M-Rift on one of these? You can. Yeah, might as well. No reason not to. Okay. Do we... I mean, seeing as I've got unlimited resources, I might as well just fill out the remaining two platforms kind of in this space. We're just going to make an artificial continent here. It worked really well. They're having a far worse time trying to get in. I'm just having a far worse time clearing this. Holy shit. Like, it's not going down. Oh, it is oscillating between, it is oscillating between like 120 and 150. That's a stinker. Okay, I'm gonna move this and get rid of this. Why? Because I want to get a second miner in here. I have it paused. I was wondering why nothing was happening. Okay, let's go back to this. You no longer need the urn. If I go to mine production, just to give me a little bit more power. It's not going to help my power generation much. Am I... okay, this is actually kind of a concern. Not a huge one yet. But I think we might need a platform down here. Just with some guns. I think he's given up on this. How's this looking? It's not. Oh. Absolutely brutal. How the hell did that thing get over? Ugh. And this is my fear. He's getting real, like, they're getting really clever with these. But the biggest boondoggle is the fact that I haven't even managed to get this down. I might have to take that taller island first. Yeah. I think I'm going to. Let's see. Could a shield help? Maybe, yeah. And could a sweeper help? Sweepers are kind of expensive, so I'm a little leery about using them. Okay, so let's take a look at this again. Because he managed to get that dude through. Not do a whole lot of damage to me, but still a concern. I'm just gonna build a couple platforms out here, just to put cannons on. I wish I could actually get some money. I miss the old mines. Mine production efficiency bonuses not helping as much as I'd like it to. It's flying too high, so I can't hit it. Wow. Okay, yeah, let's try a shield generator here. Okay. And then a turp out here. Because I might as well take this other urn and see if I can get a shield generator. Because if I can get it so it kind of leaves this little zone, then we can start maybe working our way in. The wild part is that, yeah, despite all of this, the total amount of creeper on this map has actually been expanding. It's not going down, it's going up. It's going up weirdly fast. It's because they're throwing creep into the void because it works. Even with the shields, it's not clearing out over here. Here, I'm gonna move both of these lads here. I'm gonna see if I can forcibly get into this area. And I'm gonna move some of these back. No. Yeah, once creep is high enough, it can go through the shields. I'm aware. My goal here is to undo as much of that as possible. Is this PvP? Nope. I don't think... Oh, you... How? How did it... Found like the one part of my defenses that I guess had a gap. I mean, they have infinite time to do this, so I guess it doesn't surprise. Let's see. Okay. So, I think barring everything else, we need to get out here so they stop doing that. If I can just get some snipers that are pointed at him. Is this being affected? I cannot tell. Well, okay. All things considered, I think we need the sweeper. Like, it looks like it's going down, but it's so hard to tell. Okay. We also could build a Bertha, but Berthas are really expensive. I'm gonna do it. But only one. Just so I can focus fire this spot. Because once again, if I can take some land mass, I might be able to do something with it. But I think my next goal would actually be to rebuild this thing going here. Because I bet I could put some nullifiers and take out at least the spore launcher and the blob nest. And maybe the air sac cauldron. At the very least, I could prevent the air sac cauldrons from doing anything. Okay, sweeper is getting closer to complete. Let's keep these a little closer and start working on that. Alright, let's see how the total creep looks after all of this. Well, I think we took off about 1 million. Unfortunately, its range is less good than I thought it was going to be. Or maybe its range... No, its range is infinite. It's just that's so freaking dense. That it doesn't matter. Oh, it's not the density. I built it too low. Ah. Eh. Did we run out? We ran out. I guess it has to refuel regularly. Here's a question. Can I build a refinery on these? O to rotate. Damn. Wait. Damn. It's running out. I can't sustain it. Cannon there. Like, it's working, it's just not enough. hold it back. Wow. Wow. Okay, where's my Bertha? Aiming. Gonna put it there. If I can just keep it back enough that I can have this foothold, we can start stacking a couple more guns. And if I can take that green R, then we can keep that sweeper going endlessly. Because my problem is I can't increase the amount of power output I have. Get up there. Get up there. Yeah, creep is down below 2 million. Okay. In that case... I think we're gonna retool a smidge. If this ain't gonna work, this ain't gonna work. My best bet then is to start expanding. I can take this hill to increase my setup. And yeah, I know I'm doing it. I'm just, I want this foothold so badly. There's no way I would have ever been able to, take this. Oh, I thought I was actually being paranoid with the amount of snipers and stuff I put on there. I was not being paranoid in the slightest. Okay. Probably get a sniper or two here. And then a missile launcher. Yeah, it's below 2 million. We are actually taking them down. It's just freaking hard. But yeah, I think if I can take this, then we can get rid of the... Oh. Wait, oh, that's what's happening. There's a little bit of creep duplicator right at the edge here that's creating an endless wave machine. That's why they're having such an easy job of this. Okay. We should have one left. I'm gonna move it from over here. This is, frankly, a dead end. And really expensive. I'm just gonna get rid of a number of these mortars. Much as I'd like to go back to doing things to this place, I just don't think it's worth it, grand scheme of things. We'll just leave it as is, for now. But I think taking this hilltop is my next... Yeah, how much stuff is built inside the circle around the green arm mother crystal? Over here? A couple of things. We should probably get it out. Let's see. Okay. And I'm actually... I'm gonna turn this off. It's probably a mistake, but I need the green stuff elsewhere. Yeah, creep is less than 1 million. Like, the sweeper works, don't get me wrong. But I think we need to, I think we want to take this hilltop for a little bit more energy. Then we want to kind of make a defensive line going across here, which I will then use to take out at least this blob nest and maybe the spore launcher. Yeah, rebuild it 3 blocks higher. Eh. Okay. Looks like if I just keep daisy chaining this sucker forward, we can at least take the gap. Let's see, we have a decent chunk. Missed some gifted subs. I did! Thank you, JGM Raquel for the 5 gifted subs. Sorry I missed that. Slightly distracted. This game eats... Uh-oh. Eats my focus. Okay, we might actually want to get a spare platform over here. Probably just right here. Just to put a couple of snipers on it. It's just like me with Factorio. Yup. Like, sometimes I'm fine, but sometimes there are games that I'm just like, I am gone. Let's see. I'll get a pair of cannons just in case. And looks like we might have gotten a stunner out here. And one of the games I was considering potentially streaming today was actually Satisfactory, but I knew I'd be completely non-functional and I'd lose hours to it. Which is, I mean, honestly not that bad. But, I don't know, automation games, man. Logistics and automation are very much focus killers for me. 18 enemies to nullify. Sheesh. I picked a hard map on purpose because I like the challenge. I would certainly say I kind of met my match at first. Okay, let's get an M-Rift on this. I think I can move these guys up. To at least take that. Alright. Rebuild those cannons. Okay. I'm gonna start shelling that. I don't think it's really gonna help much, though. Actually, maybe... I'm just gonna switch it to automatic. Okay, let's just get 3 guns down. Move one of these boyos up. Because we got to take out this area, but I also want to keep it at least somewhat safe. Okay, back to this. Missile launchers. Because I know this area is going to have its issues. Okay, we might honestly want to... I'm going to turn this one off. Hopefully we don't need it. But I think having a rage sniper up here seems like a good idea. What is his range? Pretty dang good. Should keep this whole thing here. Let's see, there's a rage mortar sitting back here. You mean this one? Ah, this one. And where's the terp? There it is. Okay, so if I want to go to terraform, Control C, Control V. We just want this entire island to be a mesa. I'm losing a lot of land to it. Let's, kind of wastefully build a second M-Rift up here. Earn power doesn't roll off the tongue. I like your term, Rage Mortar. They're just so angry. It's so good. Okay, so next order of business, let's build the platform wall. Wow. It's only been a couple of minutes and it's already managed to go back up to nearly 3 million creep. Okay, we can get rid of this, and this, and this, and this. So I can terraform all of this properly. There we go. Probably just move these guns out and build some more terps. Because if I can get this properly... If I can get this properly kind of set up and taken... Oh, right. We should move you. In-game time. An hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, the hard maps are really hard. That's why I like them, though. Like, not a whole lot of games... Usually hard when it comes to real-time strategy or base defense or tower defense or anything like that. Hard almost always means excessive micro. I really don't like micro in that manner. It's not very fun for me. And I'd rather just kind of... I thought I'd selected missile, but I guess I had not. Okay. But, like, I've played a lot of RTSs over the years, and many of them are just kind of, like, boring hard, where it's just, like, the enemies are just constantly attacking you from every angle, and you have to, like, micromanage your units out of the way constantly, otherwise you're just going to get wrecked 7 ways to Tuesday over and over and over again. And... Can I actually put this here? Oh, that counts. Perfect. Might be a little risky. But I think I can get a... Yeah, I can get a platform between. If I wanted to. I'm going to get another one next to it. Because I want to do weapon... Nullifier. Okay. Only immediate problem is this isn't going to work. Plateau is a small creep pool in the corner, preventing your terps from finishing. I was hoping I could get a mortar to hit it, but... My mortars, I think, are distracted. I think it's going to have to be something that I deal with once the rest of the mesa is done. Yep, blob nest is properly nullified. And I can overload. Yes! 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 Oh, that's like the best news I've heard all mission. If I can overload, it's gone for good. It takes a bit to charge, but that's fine. Need anti-creep to flush out that little hole. Well, that's frustrating. I'll switch this to blue-ite then. We'll just get a very small amount. Okay, 95, 96, 97, bam! They're gone. Fine. Generated maps can always be overloaded on. That is such a relief. Let's see. Can I just use the Bertha to shell the hole? Oh, that's an interesting question. Manual. Hey! I can. Okay, I'm just gonna turn the Bertha off. It's a... Well, do I? No, I'll turn it back on. But I'm gonna switch it back to automatic. Okay. Not that it's necessary, but I will grid this. And then we'll have a nice reliable safety mesa to just kind of live on and overwatch from. Yeah, okay, I'm ditching the grid already. Nice in theory. Eh. Okay, so now that I've done that... How are we doing this? The big problem is... There's no way I can get into this, I don't think. Wow, when I named this blah, I did not realize it would be so prescient. Gonna get another one of those. And then, I guess, I'm gonna put one here just for extra redundancy. Because yeah, if I can take out that spore launcher, that might slow it down a little bit too. But the main problem is we have the little drone ship guys kind of coming after me. What I could do that would be a little zany. No, I don't think I'll do it. Earn want. I might have messed this up just a smidge. Okay. Yeah, the problem is I don't actually want them shooting this. I'll just put this here. Okay. Oh. That's an option. An unlikely one, but... Can I get a platform here? Will it connect? No. Dang. Hubris. Whatever. Yeah, I guess the trick is just to kind of extend some guns. Let's see. Sniper. I mostly just want those stunners to not be a problem. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're just gonna push around here, because again, if I can also keep this little wave maker from making waves, we don't have to worry as much. There's not much going on here, unfortunately, but still. Let's see. Missile launcher, another missile launcher. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spread these out a little bit more. Wow. That's obnoxious. Let's see, and they're back up to 4.4 million creep. But, I have massive amounts of headway that I did not have before. I'm just gonna kind of daisy chain a couple of those. Give him some cannons. We'll probably put an M-Rift on one. Just so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Get cannons. How close are we to land? Not very far. Luckily, once the waves kind of peter out, this area is far less of a problem. Okay, let's get an M-Rift down here. Just for the sake of having some extra oomph. And actually, you know what? Do we actually get it a shield? No, I don't have that many resources. We'll get a couple of missile launchers up in this area. And yeah, the minimap does actually show my current defenses. Yeah, it's kind of pointless shooting at that, unfortunately. Let's see, what was I going to say? Minimap shows my current missile defenses, which I think is actually kind of a neat system. Okay, do we have... Oh, we have one more available. So in that case, let's just get a second one of these so I can actually cut in. Might have been a mistake to watch this. I might get lost in this game now. It is a good one. Honestly, one of my favorite games of all times. All time? All time. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just try and go down this section with a bunch of tastefully placed rage guns. There we go. Nope. Cannon, cannon, cannon. Then we should have some backup snipers. And missile launchers. Redundancy is good. Don't you know? Okay. Yeah, I can't space them out too much. I don't quite have enough range. Okay. And they're having trouble, and they can't reach me with the stunners. Build a couple more of those. You know what? Instead of just daisy chaining them, I might as well just get 2. Keep it super clean. And then maybe what I do is I build the back guns first and kind of roll a weird leapfrog system. Or no, all I have to do is just move 1 up. And then we're safe, then we don't have to worry about it. Because if we do 1... Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Balls. So we need some more snipers. I guess I could potentially move a rage sniper down. Or just make one of these, a rage sniper. There we go. Rude. I mean, otherwise we could actually tighten it up for a little bit. Have some extra platforms just because. Is that purely creep dupe? Or is that creep anti-dupe? I believe anti-creep. I think this will dupe anti-creep? Or no, is that the white stuff? I forget. Yellow dupes anti-creep. Rad. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference for me. Not really. Let's see. Set that up. He's really aggressively trying to protect this area. Makes sense. It's a major component of his assault. White dupes anti-creep, blue creeps... Okay, white dupes anti-creep, blue dupes creep, and yellow dupes both. Okay. So, frankly, I don't think I'm going to actually be able to use this for much. Just because, holy crap, look at all that all that creep. Alright, move this up. Move this up. Alright, and we're so close. So close, I might get gutsy and try and build 2. Nope. My guts was not rewarded. Was that a Was that a crawler carrying eggs? They can do that? We can probably turn on the sweeper. Maybe. Let's see, even if you don't use it much, you could use it to farm AC, suck up the excess with a gun, and export it elsewhere. The main problem is I'm just not going to be able to get in here. Like, by the point where I can actually get in here and control this, or utilize it to that extent, I'm pretty sure I will be near winning. Okay. Yeah, our main goal here is just to cut this off so it doesn't do this surge. Because if I can prevent it from doing that, it makes this entire back area largely creep-free. And then I can start working on somehow assaulting this area. I legitimately have no idea how I'm going to pull that off, though. I guess probably a sweeper. I might build another one in a slightly different location. Okay. And notice it drying up already? This is exactly what we need. Okay. Good build. Nope. I was going to build another MREFT, but it didn't take. Come on. Don't kill my platform. I worked so hard for it. Okay, move this over here. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't build a sprayer on this, right? Yeah. Yeah, so if I can take this area, maybe that would give me something. That I could use with the anti-creep, but I'm not betting on it. Okay, I'm just gonna preemptively stack a bunch of defenses here. It's a bit expensive to build them, but helps me tremendously. Let's see. Look at the flip reader. If I delete a sprayer near it, I'll see what I can do. Because I might be able to just do always on. There it is. Okay. Now that we've got that vaguely set up, what I'm going to do is just get some guns here so it just stays anti-creep only. And maybe even starts pushing in a smidge. Oof. Have any of you guys seen H-Bomber guys, like, absolutely unhinged reporting on the Roblox oof sound? I hadn't heard about it, well, I'd heard about it lightly, but I hadn't paid any attention because it, you know, just isn't something that affects me. So I just didn't care. But I watched that entire video this morning before stream while I was waiting to stop sneezing, and I was just like, oh, this is one weird rabbit hole that I have, was not expecting to get down. Wow, 6.8 million creep. This is gonna be a tough nut to crack. But I think you're right. Maybe if we enter in this direction, we might be able to do it. Okay. Yeah, the other reason why I want to do this is so it kind of extends anti-creep. through my side of these defenses. Yeah, it's a problem. Well, that wasn't worth it. And that's a pain in the ass. What do I get for not building enough defenses, I guess. Okay. Do we have enough? I mean, my main goal here is mostly to get close and prevent as many of these guys from dropping, dropping creep onto my anti-creep field. How's this looking, by the way? Ooh. He does not like what I'm doing. But it did work. Okay. I'm gonna do sniper. Sniper. And like one missile launcher. And then just cannons the entire way down. And then just in case this area gets cut off, I'm gonna put like one platform right dead center just to keep it connected. Okay. 23 energy income. It's physically impossible to overpower creeper production without the sweeper here. Yup. Though, is that actually some anti-creep on the side? It almost looks like it. Okay, so here's the question. How do we do this? What height are we at? 7. We could go up to 8. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna build a second sweeper up high by 1 block. One block is not enough. Needs to be at 11, you're right. Okay. Let's go here. And we need it to be height, I think 11. There's a couple of these that are higher, but I want it to be at the, with the exception of a couple of these hills, I want it to be able to cut everything off right at this gap. Right at the top of this. This is going to block, not much I can do about it. So you articulated really well and crystallized my thinking on why I like games like this and some tower defense types. But others I just don't get into. Oftentimes silly amounts of micro. It's more micro skill than strategy and thinking. I usually give those games a pass. Yup. Yeah, the more micro I have to do, or like the faster a game requires me to think, the less I generally like it. Obviously, there are many exceptions. It's those little suckers. Those are mean. The anti-creep is working, though? Like, it's actually starting to flood my own base. Wait. Are you... Really? No. No, it's just the edge. It's just the edge. It looked, for a brief second there was actually like a little bit of anti-creep pushing it back. But there is not, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Yeah, could the Bertha open a spot for anti-creep? Kind of. Like, I'll check, but I'm not betting on it. Okay, what else do we have? I think I'm just gonna have this thing drop that. We should probably account quickly for most of our... There it goes. Watch it go from 7 million down to 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow! We took it down millions. Wow, from 700,000 down to 300k. Now, obviously, this is a really aggressive... This is a really aggressive map. But we've done enough damage that I could very potentially start making headway into this space. I'm looking at this one just because we've got the anti-creep field that I could potentially use here to create a permanent foothold and actually hold. It's a little risky, but I think it's worth it. Where's my other rage gun? Guess I don't have another one. Let's see. Earn want? At the very least, we want it to always be on. Yeah, if I can take this whole peninsula and just turn it into an anti-creep generator, that's going to make my life much, much easier. You know, it would help if I actually, you know, gave it anti-creep. Okay. Other thing, kind of expensive, little silly, gonna get an MRF down. Okay. Because yeah, like I said, if I can take this entire, like, ledge here, and maybe even a little bit into this. That's gonna give me some options. Okay. Get a couple of cannons in. This area's looking good. He can't do too much. And yeah, if I can kill that rain cloud or even that emitter, we're golden. Okay. So quick thing to check. Do we have any others? Wow, yeah, actually we're starting to push back here. I'm gonna move this guy up. I don't think he's as useful there as he used to be. We're gonna move this one in. We'll build a couple extras, but still, how's this looking? Actually, like we're clearing it. Yeah, I guess I'll have to start respecting... I'll have to start respecting anti-creep more. I usually just skip it because it's a slight pain. But clearly I am wrong. Okay, here's the question. Can I get... Probably not. I'll have to wait. I was really hoping I could get this to flow over. But alas, no dice. Don't abandon the grid. The grid is sacred, I know, but Sometimes you have to sacrifice to make gains. Okay. This is kind of spread in here. The other big benefit of this is we're finally getting over the thing that was kind of killing me this entire map, which is an utter lack of, like, a truly absolute lack of power. I could do nothing, and now I can do so much. Let's see. Get a... nope, a terp. Got something locked in. I was really hoping this guy would overflow, but alas, no dice. Water had no recourse other than using the sweeper after choosing an awful starting spot. There were no other available starting spots. The other one would have gotten overflowed, like, immediately. I tried to take it a couple of times, but it just wiped me out before I could even get close. Am I even making anti-creep for it? It doesn't look like it's firing at all. It's not really, which is part of the problem. I have a 0.3 blue light gain. It is abysmal. Here's the thing, though. Now it's a 3.3. I needed the power before I could switch it over, because there was no way I was going to be able to... Okay, I'm just gonna start shooting at that. Oh gosh, it's 138, go figure. Okay, I've got one urn there. Got one urn. Oh, yeah, there's the other rage gun. I should take that in. And now that I've done that, I can potentially kill the rain cloud. 138 every half second, so 256. Yup, pretty rough. Let's see. We would have had trees and resource drain. Yeah, but they would have been able to flood me. Like, if I could not push back here prior to getting that sweeper, there's no way I could have survived on that section. You're welcome to grab it yourself, but I'm not really interested in hindsight nitpicking from, like, a design perspective. There's no way I would have been able to keep up with this level of flow on the same landmass. The only reason why I was able to survive here was because I had a completely separated out island. Like, I don't know if you were paying attention earlier, but I had, I'm gonna say, like, easily 20-something cannons shooting in this area, and it was gaining. It was gaining volume. That's not the that's not the kind of situation that most players, or I'd even say potentially anyone, could actually make some headway in without either being a braggart or a liar. I do have a beachhead on that shield corner. I just don't care at the moment, is the easiest way I'd put it. I'm just going to focus all of my efforts on taking this. Because that beachhead is good, don't get me wrong. At least it doesn't reset the overload. You know what you're talking about. You know what? I just kind of don't like you. I'm sorry. Even if you're the best, one of the best players in the world, that kind of attitude just is not the vibe that I want. And so, you know, like, cool if you're one of the best people in the world, but humility is important, and using that skill, real or not, to browbeat streamers is really tacky. So don't do it. But, I mean, you're already gone, so it doesn't matter. Or, well, you might be gone, but still. I have no patience for being browbeaten over my decisions. Especially from, like, I don't know. This is getting my goat in a way because I've spent much of my career being harassed by backseat gamers. And it's kind of one of those where it's like, if you're that good, cool. You're welcome to show me up, but to just show up and then tell me that, you know, I should have done X or Y, and you know because you're so good, it's like... I don't learn anything from that, nor am I even sure if I'd be able to do it on a personal level. Oof. Here comes the sweep, which we kind of desperately needed. Okay, there we go. I gotta get back to that beachhead, and we should probably get some more guns. I'm relying a little bit on the rage guns in a bad way. But also, I'll be honest, the whole, like, I'm one of the best 5 players in this game has very strong my uncle works at Nintendo energy. Even if it's true, that's like a weird thing to say in a lot of cases. And yeah, it takes the fun out of it. Okay, I'm gonna move on from that. I am aggressively good vibes when I can manage it, but sometimes I get bad vibes and then I have to be like, no, this is not good. Okay, so here's the question. I might not be able to build a platform the normal way. Let's see, there's urn floating in the ether. Okay. Just want to see if I can take out this spore launcher. I wanted to see if I could take this yellow section. Because if I can hold this, it becomes my sword. Yeah, not you, I meant backseaters. Oh, I know. Come on, hold. Yes. Now, we do have 2 available. We could potentially get a couple more of these. Because yeah, I'm just trying to help my anti-creep as best as possible. The one problem is we've got some, yeah, there that goes. Okay. Lost a couple of guns here. Here's the thing, though. This guy can't do anything where he currently is. I'm gonna move him up. So is there a reason you don't use pylons? They're a little big, and my defense tends to be a little dense. And so, usually by the time I remember to add pylons, I've built an M-rift instead. Yeah, I'm actually gonna start working on a second beachhead here. Wait, can you nullify a stash? I don't know. Stashes cannot be nullified. Alright, cool. I was wondering about that. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Okay. So my next goal is go back over here. I'm gonna turn off this rage mortar. It's not really that helpful. That's really silly looking. Let's see. I need that urn over here so I can put it into this guy. Because what I want to do is kind of go over here. We also want to cover as much of this landmass that I have not currently covered as possible. Dang. I was really hoping I could get in there and mess it up, but still. Did you seriously make a second one? I mean, okay, but I'm not banning you because of whether or not you're real as like a good player. I'm banning you because I don't like your vibes, man. Like, as a content creator, I'm allowed to say no, like, you're just not going to contribute to my chat in a way that is going to be conducive to a good stream. You might be great at this game, cool, but I just don't like you. based on the couple of messages I've seen go by, and, you know, I don't think that's gonna change. At least over the course of, a couple of messages and then trying to prove your existence. Like, it's fine, but I've met a lot of world champions over the years in various formats and best of X or Y thing, and honestly, I've long since given up on best at X or Y. I'm not interested in that. I'm here to have fun. That's why I play video games. Alright, there we go. That should kind of connect this a bit more. No, don't blow it up, you absolute jerk. I want this space. It needs to become mine. As soon as okay, good. We're just barely holding it. The main problem is, this sweeper is eating up all of my green R, which means I should probably actually get down here. I was just hoping I could take this, because if I can get another anti-creep generator here, even if I can't, like, hold it particularly well because of all of the shit that I'm dealing with here, no. Yes. Okay. No, wait till this one is done. We just don't have enough juice otherwise. Ooh. Hold the phone. I might actually be able to actually just get in here. It's kind of unlikely. Let's see. There we go. And what I want to do is be able to move a sprayer up here, because if it could just start spraying right in this spot, I think we'll be good. What does Urn do to an anti-creep tower? I think it just speeds it up, which is why I usually don't do it, because I don't necessarily need the speed per se. I need more efficiency, because I usually run out of blueite really fast, or anti-creep. Tomato, potato. Yeah, because if you notice right now we have, like, no green R. Okay, how is this area looking? Because we actually do have... Yeah, you know what? Why the heck not? Yeah, I can't build pylons on those, but I can build one right there. Because my main other bottleneck is a lack of green R. There's another one here, but good luck getting to that. How's this looking? Doable. Actually, very doable. Let's get another sprayer right here. Okay. Let's just spread that. Because if I can turn this little area, I'm probably just going to leave this guy here to some degree. Or, no. I'm probably going to move him up. Okay. Just do these 3 guns. Because if I can get a sneaky M-Rift right here, and then kind of really just start doing damage to this area, because it's barely defended, not much is getting here. Taking out the stashes is going to mean the creep can't move nearly as aggressively. Okay. What else we do? Right. I probably need at least 2 snipers, because I bet this area is going to get targeted really hard. And then, do I have a rage mortar? I do. I'm gonna move it over here. This area is, oddly enough, holding its own. I've kind of ignored it for a while, but I think we've hit kind of creep critical mass. I'm just gonna build a bunch of spare cannons everywhere. Just in case, shit breaks. Okay. How's everything else doing? Fine. We lost a couple. I guess we need some snipers here, too. Well, I thought I clicked on it. What did we lose? Cannon, and a tower. Oh, down in this area? Yeah. That's not terribly unexpected. Okay, next big question. Can I get a nullifier here? Is that a safe enough spot? I'm gonna hope so, because yeah, if I can take out that spore launcher, that's gonna help. Alright, how's this looking? Fabulous. Because like I said, if I can just turn this little anti-creep area into my own kind of personal area. Let's crank up the anti-creep production. We got the duplicator, yes. Well, what about 11Zs? Okay. And right, I turned you off, but you're fine there. And we just want to take this entire area and just make it wild. And taking out those stashes means we don't get any rogue creep getting into my spread. Okay. Should work. And if I can just take this. Could AC ever be built up to where it just tsunamis the creep? Yes. If you wanna watch a YouTube video, my final video on the campaign mode is pretty much that. There was like a bunch of anti-creep generators, and so I just built it up to such a degree that I just waited to win because the anti-creep just flooded everything and they couldn't deal with it. Yeah, I guess I didn't build a whole lot of cannons to defend. We should probably get some snipers here. Because there looks to be some number of, like, weird dudes that I don't want to deal with. And if I can take out that nullifier, ooh. That'll be pleasant. Unfortunately, it's got egg. I'm just gonna move these up. I think that sniper rifle screwed me over. There were a bunch of eggs on the emitter, and the sniper took them all off. Oops. Fine. I popped too many eggs at once. Honestly, though, it's a sacrifice that, paid off quite well in the long term. Because now it doesn't have any eggs. Let's see. Back to this. My usage is a little iffy, but if I can get in here and nullify this emitter, then we don't have to worry about it. Because then we can also take out the skimmer factory, and then honestly just let the anti-creep push back. There's only 2 emitters remaining here, and admittedly they put out a fair chunk. What is it? 9715? Okay. Oh, 97.5, 115.5, yeah. Okay, you charging? Yeah, you're charging. Any grievers? Start working on the next area. And then just kind of take this whole spot. There we go. And now the wave maker is mine. Then I'll just tell this to overload when it gets the chance. Because yeah, if I can get rid of that skimmer factory as well. Those are the things that have been stunning me. Admittedly, we do have another skimmer factory, so it's not like I'm going to be fully in the clear. But at this point, we're good. Wait, did the guy actually go to complain on the Knucklecracker Discord that I was not willing to listen to their expertise? I feel bad when I have to be heavy-handed, but if I'm getting bad vibes from a person nowadays, I usually just give them the boot. Is it fair? Maybe not, but like, my mental health is the most important resource I have at this point, apart from time. Let's see, he did have the role though. Oh, I'm sure he did. It's just a meaningless achievement to some degree. Like, even if you're the best on the server, if you've got a nasty temperament or you just want to lord over other people, like that's not somebody I want to be around. I don't know. Like, what was it? I was on the second best guild on my WoW server back in the day. Got a couple of server first, but none of them really mattered. Like, I think we cleared out Ulduar faster than anybody else on the server, and it was like, yeah, cool. But the reason why we were generally second best is because the people that were like in the #1 spot were awful people. They were really good raiders, don't get me wrong, but they were just the meanest. And so what would happen is people would join them first thinking like, oh yeah, this is the... Oh, did I never nullify this thing? I guess I didn't. But like, they were by and far better than us for the most part, but they were so dysfunctionally toxic that we'd get a number of server first just because they couldn't get their shit together. And then we'd poach whoever their like survivors were, because there'd usually be like a number of there'd usually be a number of people that would like get kicked out of that guild because, you know, they couldn't handle it, or just the guild was being awful to them. And so it was kind of easy to just every once in a while check like, oh yeah, their top rogue is gone. You know, let's snag him. Their top Death Knight tank is gone. Let's snag him. And it went on that way for quite a while. And it was generally a better place. Every once in a while we'd actually pick up somebody that was too toxic, and then we'd be like, oh shit, you were one of the bad ones, never mind, goodbye. But that was few and far between. Okay, can I build this here? Yeah. The problem is this creep is in my way. And as long as it's juiced up... There we go. I think I can get it now. Nope. Okay, I think we're just gonna need a bunch of guns. How many of these do I still have? Well, I got one lurking. Because yeah, we gotta push this back so that no blue anti-creep remains. And actually, while we're here, Rift. But I don't know if it's like a leftover thing from kind of 2000s internet, but adversarial humor was like a big thing when I was growing up. Like, everybody did it. Everybody was just kind of weirdly, pointlessly mean to each other because haha funny. And I noticed this kind of often with people that, especially on the internet, maybe because of the anonymity, but not fully. Like, my IRL friends were definitely just as miserable to each other, which is why I stopped being friends with them. It was kind of one of those where there were a lot of people that would just be like weirdly snitty or snipey or just like unfriendly to each other as kind of some weird like, I mean, it feels like sports mentality in a lot of ways to me, but maybe that's just because I was never on any good sports teams. If I can take out this emitter, there's only two left on the map. I guess I had miscounted earlier. Okay. I think we're good. I'm just trying to keep the creep back for the moment. Did this go down? It did. Or up? I don't know. Either way. Ooh, actually, we're pretty close to being able to take out this blob nest. If we can't already. But, so... Is this... Oh, this is on manual target. I guess it's just been there for a while. Okay. I'll just leave that on automatic. What else do we do at this point? It's mostly just taking out eggs, which I guess we don't have a sniper that can hit at the moment. I guess we don't have any cannons in the area either. Okay. You'll get a giggle out of it, Wander. Cool. Yeah, feel free to screenshot whatever and just send it to me on Discord afterwards. I don't want to like linger on this because ultimately it's not worth my time. But every once in a while it's just kind of like I hate to reduce people to talking points. But that's kind of what happens, you know, something weirdly weird, possibly shitty, and maybe not like to the tone of the usual show happens. And then I kind of linger on it for a little while to kind of commentate because it is something different. It's not necessarily pleasant, but it's notable in its own way. It's funny watching your strategy. I've moved my weapons up, and you just build new ones as you advance. So, it's a little slower to build new ones as I advance, and a number of my towers do get destroyed. However, I have this really bad tendency of moving too many things up, and then it finds a weakness in my defense in doing so, at which point I all of a sudden have a giant hole that's opening up in the back of my defenses that I was not planning on, nor can I cope with, and so I like have to backpedal a bunch. So I'd rather just leave a stupid amount of bonus guns, you know, back, I guess in the back, to protect against any unhappy surprises. Okay, that's overloading slowly. With a stream of your size, it's surprising shit like this isn't a regular occurrence. So, community management is one of those weird things that I think a lot of YouTubers and streamers aren't good at. And kind of going along with the whole adversarial humor being like this really common thing, is that I think a lot of us have kind of convinced ourselves, streamers and just content creators, or just audience members, that it's okay to be a jerk, or it's okay to let kind of shitty people exist in your chat, as long as they're not like, you know, goose step horrors, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. That, you know, as long as somebody isn't X, you know, here's my hard line, as long as nobody crosses this, anything else goes. But the problem is, when you have people that kind of get away with anything and everything just by being kind of shitty, even if they don't do anything strictly bad, it's enough to drag down your audience. So I had one fan for a while who is just a miserable guy. He wasn't bad to me necessarily. Like, yeah, he was a little trolly jokey, but it was like, ultimately I could just ignore it. But he was kind of really mean to a couple of other people. you can see my tag up here, or my seed. So it's like what, 3, 6, 9 U's. B, 9 U's, and then an A and an H. And that is the seed I am currently running with. If you want to play this yourselves. Okay. Take it there was a jerk here earlier? Yeah. But so this other fan who is like a long-term fan, some of you guys, if you've been here, probably know what I'm talking about. But so he was just always kind of a jerk, and a couple of my like younger moderators he would target and pick on because he knew they couldn't quite ban him because he never did anything like wrong. He was just mean. And so he just kind of escaped being banned for actual years, to the point where I had even temporarily made him a moderator because he kind of turned around and started being good again, and then he turned around and started being bad again, and I was just like, you know, why did I ever mod this guy? It was mostly because I was getting hit by spam bots for like a while and I wanted them gone. Let's see. But so wow, this anti-creep really works. Let's see, is that blob nest going? Yeah. I mean, at this point it's done. There's one singular spore launcher left. And then just kind of all of this, which shockingly has not really gotten depleted ever. You modded him during the YouTube streaming days, when things would get really wild in chat. Yeah, things got uncomfortably wild in old YouTube chat, and I'm very glad that we've moved away from this. But so I modded the guy kind of inadvisedly, and then eventually banned him because he was just not being okay. And in kind of the aftermath, I lost a couple more toxic fans, and previously my like strategy had very much just been appeasement. You know, if I'm nice and I don't set them off, it won't be a problem, and we can all just kind of have a lovely stream. But I lost a couple of fans and moderators due to these people being extra shitty. And, you know, it's kind of one of those where you don't really think about the potential damage of somebody that's being not bannable, but rude and mean. And like, it was bad for my mental and emotional health, and it was bad for certain fans that didn't want to deal with that kind of environment. And so going back to why this doesn't happen more in my chat is because I'm very aggressive about banning people. That if somebody rubs me the wrong way, or if I see somebody being actively too rude to somebody else, I just get rid of them. It's not worth it. Because, yeah, losing toxic fans is actually a good thing. I think a lot of content creators are afraid of doing that, just because, you know, you don't want to ban too many people. You know, how many people are you willing to lose or get rid of in the name of having a good community? And especially when you're small, like, losing a bunch of fans because, you know, you're trying to get rid of the shitty ones, that could hurt. But obviously, toxicity builds up. And so if you don't actually, like, nip it in the bud and deal with it, you almost invariably get screwed over as it starts to hit a critical mass, and the really toxic people end up becoming kind of the core of your audience. And this is actually something a lot of content creators that I know of and have interacted with kind of embrace in a, I would call it like a really bad way. I was on another YouTuber's Discord a while back that was, he was specifically one of the content creators that had gotten run off the internet back in 2020 during the Me Too movement. And like, I read a little bit about this stuff that he had done as part of it. It wasn't necessarily as like dire from what I remember, but it was just shitty enough that he just exited the internet and never came back. Which, I mean, good riddance, but I've been in his Discord briefly due to an MMO. Because his fans had put together like an MMO guild. And so I was just hanging out and just listening in the Discord and interacting with his fans. Because, like, whatever, I'll play the MMO with him. I'm a much smaller channel, and I didn't have enough fans of my own that played the game at the time to really justify making my own guild for it. It was mostly just for me to experience just a smidge of it. Did I... No, I blew it up. Were there just 2 dark towers here? There must have been. What a conversation to join during. I remember a certain political lie-oriented name being banned right away. Yup. But so this guy, like, as a person was a piece of work, and his Discord was awful for it. Like, you could very much tell that this was not the kind of person you generally wanted to interact with on a given daily basis. And so it was kind of unsurprising when he got hit by the Me Too movement of like, oh, yeah, that guy really was a piece of work, and it's kind of good that he's gone. That egg spawner throws out 3 at once. Is it 3? Oh, I guess it's... Yeah, it's like 2 or 3. Cripes. I don't want to... I want to get the nullifier down there. Because I don't want to snipe any of those eggs. Actually, I'm going to build a 2nd and a 3rd. And do I have... I should have another gun here. There it is. I'm going to move it up. I'm going to move a couple of these up. We've got the anti-creep, which largely solves my problems. But just in the off chance these eggs hella pop. Actually, no, they're going. Alright, we're good. Let's just overload that. I see this sometimes, even when the content is really good. Like, really good, jerks can make it unfun. Yup! Any engagement is good engagement stuff, but is it really though? I think it makes a lot of sense. I've seen a number of developers that try and do that, any engagement is good engagement, and that's how you get the dominant developer. I don't know how many of you guys followed that. Wait, there's another? Wow. I've just like completely missed multiple emitters over the course of this entire thing. I'm actually gonna turn this off. Because my anti-creep is pretty much my, one of my best assets here. Okay, how's this doing? And it's clearing out incredibly fast, unsurprisingly. Now once again, I could see the best Creeper World player ever making this side work. But like, Cripes, I would have just gotten absolutely hammered. I'm not even sure, still, if you could have taken this section without an intense amount of grief. Oh gosh darn, that's a hell of a lot of egg. Let's just get gun down, just in case. There's not much more to fear, but that is a silly amount of eggs that have just kind of accrued out here. This is part of the reason why I couldn't take this area, is because it was just Egg Town. There we go. That AC is just eating everything. It's absurd. To the person that had asked earlier, you know, can you get it to the point where anti-creep really does just flow over everything else and you don't have to worry about it? The answer is yes. It actually works really well. There's still an egg launcher over here that is active. Rude. Okay. And my big problem is I don't want to necessarily touch anything for a moment until I've cleared it out, because I'm terrified of pointing a sniper at this and it's going to just like backflow into my defenses. So I'm going to try and be a little careful. I mean, luckily because I've overloaded everything, there's no way they can actually make any real headway at this point. It's just mostly how much of an inconvenience am I willing to deal with? Yeah, I mean, this is donezo. How long did this take? 2 hours! Oh, damn. And we're almost done. Okay, I'm gonna move this up. What else do we have? The problem is after a certain point, it's kind of hard to tell where all my good guns are because I've just kind of buried them in anti-creep and it's hard to see. And I know I could turn off the anti-creep visuals, but where's the fun in that? I want... Wow, yeah, I have a lot of rage guns here that are just kind of chilling. Let's see, we also got a rage mortar. There we go. This is still the first map. It was a hard map. Like, I picked this to be challenged, and I was. The amount of stuff that I had to do to get any level of leverage on this map was absurd. And I'm really proud of myself. You know, top 5 players of Creeper World? No. But I'm proud of myself. Yeah, the creep was at 7 million at one point. It was working its way up to 9. It was obscene. Oh yeah, we should probably get a M-Rift. Not that it's gonna matter at this point. Like, it's too late, but I might as well start building it anyway. Okay, do we want to start getting this? Like, once again, I don't want to reduce somebody to content, but there's a very real possibility that every time I play this game, I'm probably going to have a slightly self-deprecating comment about how I'm not one of the top 5 players of Creeper World. And it's always going to get a light chuckle out of me. You know what? I take it back. It's not my uncle works at Nintendo, it's my Rattata is in the top percentage of Rattatas. That's the kind of energy it is. Okay. So we just have to activate totems. Which totems? Do I have to turn this one back on? I don't know. No, it's just these things. There's still a couple eggs out here, but wow. Like, the fact that I had to build this to even have a chance. And even then it was actually a waste of time. I should have gone the other direction. But daisy chaining all this shit around just to get anywhere? Oh, it was so good. Like, even if I pick the bad starting point. There they are. Even if I picked a bad starting point, the journey that I had to go through to get to that was so worth it. Let's do another. Praise the Wave. Oh, that sounds like a great seed name. Huh. I think somebody else beat it in 45 minutes. It might have even been them. I don't care. Praise the Wave. Okay, apply. Ooh. Yeah, this one looks like it's going to be interesting. Might not actually be as bad. We'll see.